Max Coates, we're here at Donington, start of another season, mate. How are you?
I am very good. Today feels like the start of a new year, to be fair. It's been a not necessarily so racing focused off season, but yeah, we're back and in some ways raring to go, but still with a bit of work to do.
I was going to say, I bet actually the off season it was very busy for you, so I'm sure it's gone quite quick. So your final round in October, whenever it was, for Carrera Cup, I bet that's actually gone quite quick.
Yeah, it has, to be fair. I mean, off season for me has been quite heavy on the personal life side of things. So got married at the end of December. So more or less from the end of racing, finishing, and a couple of bits of racing outside Porsche Carrera Cup, run a team in Britcar, and involved in coaching and track days and a few various bits and bobs. So yeah, November was still kind of quite busy, as it often is, and then more or less December was stag do, wedding, and then onto honeymoon in January. So yeah, I'm literally back 2 days ago from an ice driving trip to Sweden. So I've kind of had attention a little bit averted to other places over the winter, which, to be honest, has been fantastic. I've really enjoyed myself, and now we're fully into trying to make racing happen. So yeah, T-minus a month or so till we get going, and quite a bit to do.
Yeah, well, huge congratulations with that. And like you say, motorsport, it's very consuming, isn't it? It's busy, so to have some time away from it is nice. Yeah. But now we're sort of end of February, time of recording, we're at a cold Donington Park, and that sort of sums up the start of a motorsport season again, I think, doesn't it? Yeah,
I can tell you now, it's a lot warmer here than it is in Sweden, so it feels quite warm to me. Yeah, it's not far away. The race season is just around the corner. Very much have a plan to aim to return to Porsche Carrera Cup, which is where we had a lot of success last year. So that's the aim. There's a bit to do on the budget side to make sure that can still happen. But yeah, rest assured, I'm working on it.
And so many drivers up and down the country, no matter the series they're racing in the UK, are feeling that, aren't they? Because it's not getting any easier, and it's something that fans maybe don't see completely. There's a lot of hard work that goes on behind the scenes to actually get to a test day, to a racetrack in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, racing in Porsche Carrera Cup costs, best part of 300 grand. It's when you say that again, racing in Porsche Carrera Cup costs approximately £300,000. For me, that's spent the last 10 years racing in the support paddocks of British touring cars, winning races in Porsche Carrera Cup last year. There's only a few places where racing is going to sort of be the next challenge. Carrera Cup is one of them, but it's going to be it's a pretty significant amount of money to try and raise every year. So yeah, it's not an easy challenge. People definitely find it tough. But I'm still optimistic, still got enthusiasm for it, and I think people can see that when they speak to me. So I think it won't be an easy task to get on the grid, but it never is, and I'm more than up for the challenge. Yeah,
well, fingers crossed for you. I'm sure you'll be putting all your hard work into that. But with the season just around the corner, last year was really good, but I think you'd say it was very much a learning year as well, getting back into Carrera Cup, different car. So the aim, I guess, for this year is to build on that.
Yeah, is to continue that learning. I definitely feel like I learned a hell of a lot last year. We had some really tricky race weekends, and it was probably in those that we found what we needed to. By the back end of the year, the race weekend at Donington GP, Silverstone National and Brands, I felt like I was up with the front running guys. Silverstone, I would argue that we were probably the fastest guy on old tyres on test day. Didn't necessarily convert that in the races, but that's sometimes just how it goes. And Brands, qualifying was good, and we obviously won the last race and had two of the fastest guys in the championship breathing down my neck. So all in all, I think we're in a great position to go this year and hopefully make some moves up the back.
Yeah, for sure. Well, hope it all goes well, and yeah, best of luck for the next couple of months.
Thanks very much. Great to see you again, Louis.